There's no Joey. So this is probably, so I think this is the closest thing we will get to a youngster Joey. By the way, look at Eevee's outfit. It's so adorable. How's Eevee? Eevee's attack is raises more of a lonely nature, so my attack raises really decently. Which is just gonna make this game easier. You do not get money. Money is not earned unless you're battling the Elite Four or your rival. Otherwise, you're gonna be paid in Pokeballs. Different trainers will depend on the different Pokeballs I get. I battled a youngster, so I got 3 Pokeballs. I believe you get, at some point you'll get like 5 Pokeballs, and you get some Great Balls, some Ultra Balls. Obviously you can still buy them, but in terms of money, it's more or less just selling boss battles or the Elite Four rivals. But otherwise, I don't know any other way of getting money. I mean, there are plenty of ways, but when you're this early in the game, there's no easy way of getting money. So we have a Pokemon Center here. It looks completely different. Thank you, Nurse Joy. There's people in here you can talk to. Hello. It's Viridian City. Everyone's just going to tell you the basics of Pokemon. Now that I can do this, I can actually show off that you can take Pokemon out of your Pokeball. Like I said, Pokemon Yellow, it's a little bit of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and they will follow you pretty much forever. You have your Pidgey. I can bring out Bellsprout. Eevee's already pretty much out of his Pokeball, so he doesn't even have the option. I can bring Bellsprout. What? Okay. I've never seen a Bellsprout outrunning. It's hilarious. I didn't know he actually outruns you. That's absolutely hilarious. And then you have Rattata. They're pretty much the only Pokemon I believe, unless you chain, maybe, you can get in Route 1. I believe. Oh my god, they outrun you too. Jesus. Alright, see you, buddy. See ya. I'm out of here. Aww. They will catch up with you. They will jump to you in their Pokeball and jump right back out. It's cool. Whoops. Hi. Oh, I miss his little shake. I love his little shake. But let's, if I want to send a Pokemon out with us, I'll send Pidgey out for now. Being a 100%, a 151 complete run, there's a cutscene. I shook my Pokeball, sorry. I will either cut audio or I will just cut to catching new Pokemon on the route, and more or less will cut the audio just so you can see the whole process. Simply because the process of catching Pokemon is really fun, and especially later on in the game when they get harder to catch and more frustrating to catch. Yeah, anyways, I'll be back with commentary when I go catch some new Pokemon. welcome to Viridian Forest. That's a bad start to Viridian Forest. Welcome to Viridian Forest. Viridian Forest is, of course, the forest of the Kanto region. That is English of the bug types. Now, what that thing was explaining to me is that each Pokemon has different rings. There's a green, which is the easiest. Then goes the yellow, intermediate, red is hard. Legendaries will always have green or red. I wish I had green. But I am bringing the commentary back really quick to let you know that there's a battle that I have to go into. So as you saw, like I said, the different moves of this game. Oh, it's Pikachu. Yes, you can catch Pikachu and Eevee. There are no restricted Pokemon. There's only exclusives like any other Pokemon game. So you can't catch Pikachu. So you can't catch another Eevee. A bunch of Eevees, if you so feel like. But what I was going to say is that, as you saw, Pidgey grew to level 9. 9, I think it was. Pikachu? Grew to level 9 and learned Mirror Move. That's what I mean. The moveset's also a bit different. Pikachu. This is what I mean by it'll be fun catching later on in the game when Pokemon get a little harder to catch. A little more harder and a little more annoying to catch. Fortunately, you do get Pokeballs from trainers. And it's pretty much about the same as any other Kanto game when it comes to trainers. See, Eevee's learning Double Kick. Eevee's never learned Double Kick up until now. I'm gonna get rid of Growl. I don't really need Growl. I don't need Tail Whip either, but you know. I got Nidoran, female and male, from the route just to the left of Viridian. There is a rival battle over there, and I will be going back to that at the end of the Viridian Forest. So when I get to the end about that last trainer, I'll head back, do the rival battle. Funny enough, I even said, like, oh, there's a rival battle I gotta go do. I can't forget about that. And I never ended up doing it in my first run, so this will be fun. Now we have a Caterpie. As you see, it's just like Pokemon Go. There's small Pokemon, and there's huge Pokemon. Or tiny and huge. This Caterpie was surrounded in the red kind of aura thing, whatever you want to call it. If it's red, that means it's huge. There'll be a light blue one, which will pretty much, it's just pretty much the opposite. It'll be tiny, not small, but tiny. I'm going to actually start this now. So chaining is pretty much, like I said, catching the same Pokemon, oops, over and over, doing consecutively. The Weedle, etc. Your chain goes on. That's what chain is, and I failed. For certain areas of the game, Viridian Forest being one of them, the higher your combo is, the higher chance of a rare Pokemon. 9. Oh, thanks, Niran. The higher chance of a rare Pokemon to be encountered increases. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, so you get it. So I'm going to try to bring my combo up a little bit. Oh, like here we go, Beedrill, for example. Pokemon, I'm trying to avoid this Pidgey. That's actually mine. So we got Beedrill, for example, because I started chaining. I can't catch up to Beedrill for some reason. So I started chaining Weedle, which brought out a Beedrill. So you can catch rare Pokemon like this, if I can actually get to them. This is just an example. Like if I think it still works. I think it still works with Weedle. Like a Butterfree might appear as well. I don't know if I have to do it with Metapod instead. But that's just some examples of some rare Pokemon that can be found. You can pretty much, except unless it's in like version exclusive, or if it's a trade Pokemon, you can pretty much catch every single Pokemon, if not obtain every single Pokemon in the game one go, because of these special encounters. The special encounter did not show up that I wanted to catch. So if you will kindly give me a second, I'll go see if I can get it. I'll be back. So I believe I've got a pretty decent chain going at the moment. So we'll just wait to see if it pops up. It has popped up for me before. It popped up for me. Actually, the first time I went through the forest, but we'll see if it pops up. I just got a little bored and I need to move this along a little bit so I can get the recording I need. Nothing but honesty on my channel, let me tell you. Another thing with chaining that I also forgot to mention is that if you chain a Caterpie, for example, you have to chain a Caterpie. Obviously, like I said, it has to be consecutive. So it has to be Caterpie, 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 Caterpie. Can't be anything different in between. But that also means that you can't have anyone else of the Metapod, you can't have anyone of the Caterpie family caught as well. So if you think, oh, I can't find anything but Metapods, I'm trying to chain a Caterpie, and I'm gonna go catch a Metapod. Nope. As soon as you catch that Metapod, you start a whole different chain, friend. Ain't that the truth? Hey, Veggie, how's it going? Okay. Oh, there it is. I see it. Right. There it is. Veggie. A lot more items have been added to different routes. Kind of hidden items as well, like this one behind the tree that you'll probably never see unless you have a good eye. But again, once you get a pretty decent chain, those rare Pokemon should be popping up as soon as possible. If not, you'll just have to wait. It really all just depends on your chain, and as always with Pokemon, just depends on a little bit on your luck as well. Kakuna to Pidgey. It is a lot less frustrating compared to every other Pokemon game when it comes to running through grass, because you don't really catch Pokemon, you don't really encounter them in grass. Traditionally, of course. I mean, they spawn from grass pretty much, but they will go out of the grass and just wander whenever they want, wherever they want, which is absolutely hilarious. But the grass is just for them to spawn. And spawn and roam, not spawn and spawn. So you can run through the grass. You can run through the whole game without catching a single Pokemon, if you so desire. Or even running into one if you're skilled enough. Sounds like a pretty good challenge to me. But it's got its ups and downs. Every game does. Even with Pokemon it does, but I still love it nonetheless. My mic got disconnected at some point apparently. But what I did was put up a lure because I wasn't finding it, so I just needed a little help. So just like Pokemon Go, I set up a lure to bring Pokemon to me, to spawn more Pokemon at the time. I still have it on. The lure is pretty much the opposite of a repel, where instead of for 100 steps it brings Pokemon to you or away from you, the lure brings Pokemon to you. There's a max and this and that, whatever. There's a regular, a super, and a max lure, just like the repel. It's opposite repel. And that's pretty much all I gotta tell you. But I did find a Bulbstar. I will put Bulbstar on the team at some point, just to level up. I'm not gonna use it. I don't think. Do I want to use any other starters on my team? I definitely want to use Dragonite, so I already have a flying type. I want to try to avoid using the Pokemon that are on my team in my first run through. So I might actually end up using Nidoking or Nidoqueen instead of a Dugtrio, which I used in my original gameplay. Anyways, that's it. That's enough for me. You can't find the other stars. We'll get to them later. But for now, we got a level 3 Pidgey. I have a rival battle right after the Pokemon League gates. Or Victory Road gates, really. I don't know what you want to call them. The Gym Badge gates. But he has a level 3 Pidgey. I don't know why. He has a level 3 Pidgey. He didn't bother training it up. I mean, by this time I was like level 10. By the time I went into Viridian Forest. I don't know what this guy's doing, but we did it. And I caught pretty much. So I pretty much caught everything in the gym, in the Viridian Forest, as far as I can, as much as I can. So, you know, I'll meet you guys over in, oh, hello. So after certain points, I think it's rival battles, gym battles, and whatnot. Eevee wants a little play with you. He's like, yeah, we did this. He's like, good job, buddy. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in Pewter. I'll probably go catch the rest of the Caterpie and Wheel family on the way. If not, just put Caterpie / Metapod in the party, just evolve to Butterfree. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys in Pewter City. We are out. There are Pokemon spawning already. We are out of the Viridian Forest. One last thing I would like to mention. I shook my Pokeball. Hi, buddy. How's it going? One last thing I'd like to mention. I shook my Pokeball again. When it comes to the Complete Pokedex series, I will be getting the original 151. This is your rival. He is the nicest rival you're probably ever gonna get. I mean, sure, Barry was nice back in Sinnoh. And, well, it's not really your rival. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. He's more a friend. And Black and White. Okay, you know what? He is the nicest one. You battle him, but he is the nicest. He gives you motivation compared to all the other not quote nice rivals in Pokemon. Well, the bad thing, the disadvantage is not bad. The disadvantage of using a Pokeball Plus is that there's only an A, quote, an A, a B, and a Y. Y is by shaking the Pokeball Plus. But otherwise, there's no R. There's nothing like an R or a plus or whatnot, minus a home button, camera button. So you have to use the other controllers for that. But it's still good. I do love the feel of the Pokeball Plus. I really feel like I'm playing the game and throwing the Pokeballs. I'm that much of a fan of Pokemon. Like, it's just. I started with Fire Red, and I still feel like this brought back nostalgia to me. Well, especially for me, because my first game was Fire Red, not Yellow, but Fire Red and Yellow are pretty much the same thing, and it's just amazing. I'm squatting here, staring at a giant Slowpoke for some reason, which you can do every day, once every real life day. So in, I think, 24 hours, I will be able to do it again, and you get a big pearl. And this is one way of getting money after you beat the Elite Four, besides defeating the Elite Four. One way you get money. Another way I will say later. There are a couple of ways I found out through other YouTubers, and I'll get to that probably after the game. Anything extra like that, I'll get to after. Need gym leaders. You need a requirement. You need a requirement to battle the gyms. In this first gym, you need something that will be a rock type. So you need grass or a water Pokemon. This is why I get the belts right up here and train them up. The thing that I do not understand. I shook my Pokeball. Hi. Got this, buddy. One thing I do not understand is that, as far as I know, there is no water type you can catch at this point. As far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, there is no water type that you can catch beyond this point. Maybe I'm wrong. But as far as I know, there is no water type you can catch at this point of the game. There's a Bellsprout, which is the only other grass type I know you can catch as well. I don't know why they said water. Maybe I have to look that up. We got Brock, the first gym leader that we have to fight. He is the rock-type gym leader of Kanto. And he has a Geodude and an Onix. Yeah. Now what I love, just now remembering, the other thing that I loved about this game, is that the proportions for the Pokemon themselves are pretty much, if not exactly accurate to the Pokemon, because Onix is a giant ass snake. Rock snake is that big. It's just a giant ass rock snake. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, Pokemon's proportions are actually there. If you put an Onix or even a Gyarados up against like a Diglett or a Rattata, it's the absolute funniest thing ever. You got this like giant fighting a little tiny rat, or you know, vice versa. It's just the funniest thing ever. And of course, I believed in Bellsprout that he could do this. He's just a giant snake rock, so I don't know what else to tell you. It's funnier when you find them out in the wild too, because their proportions are still the same. They're giant Pokemon. I don't know what else to tell you. And there's nothing else you can say. There's nothing else I can't sugarcoat. They're just giant Pokemon. It's absolutely hilarious. And as always, my mic peaked, and as always, the animation for the evolution has changed for Pokemon. This changed too, and this is absolutely adorable, because I would love to actually high-five his fluffy tail. Eevee probably has, in my opinion, the fluffiest tail ever, and I absolutely love it. And the fact that you get to high-five it is pretty awesome. Brock now gives you a different TM, which is not Rocktoon. Or, yeah, Rocktoon. Good job, buddy. Never so was. We got this, dude. We got this. No need to worry. He does not give you Rocktoon. He now gives you Headbutt. I did not mean to do that. Which Headbutt is pretty overpowered. But I will give Pokemon my Headbutt TM off camera. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier for me. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh my god, it's Gary. It's Gary. I am. Wait, what? Don't tell me. You gotta be hushed, right? I am. I'm already that famous. I'm that famous already. It's not Gary. It's Blue. There is no Gary. Quote Gary. There is a Blue. And spoiler alert, there is a red, and if you read the red, blue, and yellow manga series, there is also a trainer green to complete the trio. I don't know where I was going with that. To complete the trio of Kanto, we have Blue. You battle him a couple times. He still says smell you later. You battle red, and you can battle green. Ah, this game is so awesome. But anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna end it now. I'm just gonna end it here. I am green. I haven't battled her yet. I can go kind of battle her. It's just I have other things that I'm doing currently. Well, all that will be explained later in the game. Probably at some point when I beat the game. Anyways, I'm going to take a little break, because I've been recording for about an hour and a half. So, anyways, yeah.